I that when my lady got me, they say, thankful to the Most High. You know, it's a shame how things turn out, but at the same time, you understand why some things happen upon the earth. And I say because if if I know anything, I know what's inside of me. I know I would have stayed always by my daughter's and my son's side. If other people didn't intrude, you know, I might not would have had multiple kids neither, like that. At least by not by different women, but I did. We first go and multiply. What happened? Happened. Blessed and live on. But it seems to be a problem always with the boys. My boys, you know, my daughters. They're going to grow to be women. I ain't never been a woman, so I can't even really help them. I just want them to know that they're worth more than any man can really give them. You know, as long as they know that, whatever, you know, because I want them to live and be strong as women. You know, they can do that without me. Get it? But my sons, I feel, are supposed to be a part of me. So therefore, they can learn from me as a man, because trust no man because he will deceive you. But I'm their dad, and you can trust that. They can trust that. Even my daughters, I would die for them, no problem. If it came down to it, why wouldn't I? I would damn near die, put my life at risk for any child that I can see that's in clear danger. You know, when you're trying to survive though and live life again, people do things and they don't understand the consequences that could come behind that. Like even taking my son from me, throwing him in jail or prison. Now, if I didn't teach my son to be vicious, but you put him in a place where it's vicious people and he has to fight to live because he's a kid. My son was taken from me as a kid. I've been chasing after my boys and trying to keep them in my life since forever. Um, you know, um, my dad may not have chased after me, but I chased after my boys. My daughters is another thing. They need a whole nother man in their life because I can't please them. You know, I can try to love them as much as possible, but I want them to be strong women and not really have to need no man because they can't have me all their life. My boys, I just want to teach man how to be man and how to treat and have respect for others. But when they're taken away from you, your kids are taken and are being taught by other people without your say so, then if your child becomes corrupt, you can't blame me for how my child turns out. You can't blame me for how my child turns out if my child is always snatched from my arms and for me just trying to teach them how to walk first and be a person. Because you're always going to have to do some kind of work, and I would rather for my son to know how to work for himself than to work for others, even though he's going to have to work for others, but he has to start learning how to work for himself. And that respect for himself and respect for others, those that have respect for you, no matter who they are or what occupation or what status they are in life. Because his status to me is above any. Just like my daughters, their status is above. They're mine. I can't help it. Unless they're just wicked. If they're just wicked, then, hey, it is what it is. I can't do nothing about that. That would be my fault if I may raise a wicked child, but I don't think none of my kids are wicked. So, it is what it is. Things happen and people allow things, and so, but he who has no sin cast the first stone. There's none good but God in that order. But when you take a child and you throw them with people who run in packs, and this child on there running packs like that, and somewhere where he ain't never been, and you expect this child to be what? What? Family can't even get to this child like they want to because of the distance and other things, fighting other things because oppression is suppression. Like father, like son, would be oppressed. And there'll be those that attack you because you are you. You are self, Lord, and master over yourself. My sons, there's no one above them. There's no one beneath them. But there's definitely no one above them. And that's how I want them to feel. That's how I want my daughters to feel. I think everyone should feel like, no one's above them and no one's beneath them. But hey, if I'm wrong for that, I'll be wrong. Now, you're beneath me if you come against me. You make yourself beneath me because you come against me. So it's either I bow or you bow, and I ain't bowing to no one. Now, if you want to persecute me, then persecute me. I ain't running. I ain't got no jet. They ain't got no locomotive. I got a car or two or a few people that probably give me a lift. Quite a few people probably give me a lift if I really, forget their number and I can call them. There's quite a few people I would say that if I had their number, they would give me a lift. Even if I call them out of the blue. They're like, what? How you get my number? Man, I need a lift. I ain't seen me in 20, 30 years probably. One of my dudes. And I would hope so. There's some gas money. But, yeah. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. But, yeah, things happen. And once they happen, you can't undo something. All you can do is pay for what's done. Now, there's certain things I probably could have done different. And it wouldn't happen. But what's destined to happen happens. I can't change it. You can't change it. We just strive to do better. And I just want mine protected, as I would wish for any child or man or woman to be protected in their own right. But we choose to love who we love and hate who we hate. I don't hate no one, but anyone that come against mine, why wouldn't I want you dismembered if you try to abuse my children or any child? I would want you dismembered and done away with. No going to jail. No, execute them in the street. I don't give a damn. When you hurt a child, it's just that it would damage the child for a long time. And can it be repaired? That child has to have the will inside of them to repair themselves now, or the support around them so they can. And you just can't be mad. And so how a person turns out, whether they in the LGBT community or the clan or whatever, a person is mostly likely a victim of their environment, and what they have received from a toddler, from an infant to a toddler to a child, a boy, a little girl. They're receiving what's around them, and therefore they evolve into that thing that made them them. It's my conclusion of it, and so who can we control at the end of the day if we are all individuals trying to be civilized? I guess. I mean, some aren't. Some just want what they want and do whatever to get it. Peace, best sons. Slow.